What's going on, YouTube? This is Marvel DC Bros, and today we're coming at you with our Arrow Season 4, Episode 5 review.
So, like The Flash and everything else, we're doing our top 5 moments from Wednesday's episode, starting with Constantine and the flashbacks, how they incorporated him. I really like how they did it with him. They kind of made it seem like very organically how because the flashbacks suck this season so far, and I really like how they incorporated him in it and kind of gave him and Oliver that friendship and how to like contact one another and stuff. And I just think Matt Ryan he's pretty awesome and he's pretty snarky and he really kind of lightened the mood. And so I just like how he was a flashback friend. I thought that they did that well to explain how he knows him.
Yeah, I agree. The flashbacks have sucked ever since Slade died on the island. Like, they've just been awful. But this was, kind of refreshing. It showed how him and Constantine know each other. And I'll just add, when I heard Constantine was getting canceled, I was pretty excited because I saw, one episode and I didn't like it, and I didn't like Constantine at all. But after I saw him on this episode, I'm kind of sad that it got canceled because I really liked him. And so I wish that the show got renewed, or maybe he gets something on the CW because I really liked what they did with him in this episode. So our second moment from tonight's episode was Thea and Sarah's little tiff, I guess. I really liked how Sarah was going around trying to kill people that looked like Thea because she has that blood thirst or whatever to kill the person who killed her, and so I really liked how Sarah was absolutely crazy in this episode, and I loved how dark they were making her. Like, she was just gonna kill Thea, no matter what. Even though it isn't even Sarah's soul controlling her body, she still has that bloodthirst, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, the acting from Katie Lotz as crazy Sarah is just out of this world. She's full blown crazy, psychotic, trying to kill a bunch of people and anybody that comes in her way. And I felt bad for Thea because she just was getting her ass handed to her left and right. And I feel like they kind of dumbed down Thea's fighting skills so Sarah could beat her up. But I really liked her, going after him, and they're having continuity in the whole resurrection. So it was thumbs up for me. So our third moment from the episode was Diggle and Lance's little team up. I thought that was really random, but it worked. I thought they were a pretty good duo. I thought it was cool how Diggle saw his brother's name at Hive, that he maybe was on the payroll, or maybe he's still alive. Dun dun dun. Who knows? It was really cool. I thought it was a good team up. It was really random, but like I said, it worked. So it's thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I also liked this team up. It's two of my least favorite people on the show. So, when I saw it happening, I was like, well, this will be a freaking dud. There goes 10 minutes of this episode that we won't get back. But it worked fine, and seeing that Diggle's brother might have been working for Hive or whatever, shit's about to hit the ceiling fan with that. And if his brother's still alive, I can't even imagine. I'm excited to see where they take it. So our fourth moment from the episode was Constantine, Laurel, and Oliver drinking the potion or whatever, and going to find Sarah's soul. I really liked this scene because it was Oliver and Laurel, and I don't ship Loriver by any means, but if I had to choose, it would be Oliver and Laurel together. So seeing them come back is nostalgia for me because I'm a comic fan, and so seeing them do things together gets me really excited, and so I really like that scene because of that.
I liked the scene too. They incorporated everything really well. They embedded Constantine's character and made him seem like he fit. He had the sole purpose there, and he had to make that little tub thing and the little cauldron. I don't really know. And they were holding hands, and then somehow they went inside her soul and had to fight out the people that were guarding it. I just thought it was a really good scene, filled with action. Got to see some cool aspects of Constantine, and it was really little, but it was Black Canary and Green Arrow fighting, so it was a huge thumbs up for me. It was a great scene overall. So our fifth moment from the episode was Laurel and Oliver's relationship as a whole. This has been anticipated from the two of them since season 2. I mean, their relationship was kind of on the rocks or whatever, but they finally kind of mended and made up. And sure, I'm sure they'll have tiffs down the road, but I mean, they made it up. The little hallway scene at the hospital was pretty emotional and fantastic. Any scenes with those two together are just, it's crazy to me. They work so well off of each other, and there's so much emotion and passion between them. And she called him out for his hypocrisy, how he didn't love her family, but she loves his. I mean, Thea's practically her daughter or her sister, and I think that really hit home to Oliver. And then at the end of the episode, after they went and saved Sarah, Oliver defended Laurel. He's like, I'm not dumping my friend. Like, she's with me. And then they hugged it out, and they had another heart to heart. And I really liked how they did it. I mean, Oliver owned up to all of his actions. I really disliked him for everything that he's done, and I think if they continue everything, I can actually like this character.
Finally, they made up all of season 3. Like, it was. Why isn't Oliver making up with Laurel? I mean, like, sure, friends fight, and like, I'm done chasing you, yada yada, and they're still friends. They've known each other since they were like at birth, and people are like, oh, Felicity knows him better than anyone. She's known him for 3 years. Laurel knows him better than anyone that's still actually alive, because Tommy was waxed. Still mad about that. But they finally made up. Like, we've been waiting for, or the people who actually like Laurel, which is most people besides Olicity fans, have been waiting for this for so long. And then Oliver defended her. Like, it's like, finally this show is showing hope. Like, I'm just so excited that Laurel and Oliver are like getting back to like a standard level. And did you see the chemistry? I mean, like, Loriver for the win.
I would also like to add with the scene. I really love how they brought up Tommy in this episode. They talked about him, gave him some credit. He was kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Never mentioned him. And they also, Oliver brought up, I believe it was Oliver, he brought up that Laurel is like his childhood friend. He's known her forever. So I really like how they did that. I thought it was long overdue for him to say something like that. So overall, that episode for me was an A+. I really loved how it was lots of Laurel and Oliver. They made up. Constantine was awesome. Felicity and Curtis's storyline is, it's kind of the same thing every episode, but I'm liking it. We're going to get Ray back next week. Loved Thea and Sarah fighting. Well, Thea didn't do much of the fighting, but I really liked it, and I just can't wait to see next week's episode.
Yeah, I loved this episode. Like, it's my favorite episode of the season so far. Probably my favorite episode since, like, episode 13 of season 3. So, this episode gets, like, A+ for me. I'm really liking what they're doing with the show. Like, I feel like they're building up Legends of Tomorrow a lot in this, which is good, because they're going to run out of things to do with Damien Dark eventually. So I like the way that they're going with it. I like how Oliver and Laurel made up. Always love seeing tons of Laurel, so this episode is right up my alley. So I really liked it. We'd like to thank you guys for watching this video.
Act sincerely to one another.
Hit the like button, comment down below on what you guys thought of the episode, and subscribe for more videos. This has been Marvel DC Bros.